All right, good morning to you on yet another Smooth Day Tuesday. It is a great-looking Tuesday in October. I'm Bill Bevins. You've tuned in at exactly the right time because it gets you ready for the start of Virginia this morning. Amy Lacey is here with us again this morning. Hey, Amy.
Yeah, hey, Mr. B, and hello to all of you, everyone who is watching us. We get a chance to explore topics that are of interest to you, our valued friends and viewers of the show. And for Smooth Day Tuesday, we have some music today, which is always one of my favorite parts.
Fantastic. When we get to the music in a moment. We don't do a lot of sports on our show.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about it last night. We got the World Series coming up at the end of the week, and a classic World Series between two coasts with the Dodgers and the Yankees. NBA's getting underway this week.
That's right.
NFL, of course, obviously is rolling along. So it's a great time for sports this week. And I did stay up for the first quarter and a half of last night's football game. Didn't stay to the end. I heard Baltimore won. Is that right? Yeah.
We have some help off the set today.
But anyway, back to the point is that we have great music today. We always, and when I walked in, I said, we got great food, we got great music, and we pretty much are set this morning. And then you walked on the set and like, we're good.
There we go. It's like the trio that you need for a good, successful morning, right?
Exactly. All right. Some brown sugar and spice makes everything super nice. Today's chef and food truck owner Larry Carey is back with us this morning. His flavor-packed bourbon chicken is on the Virginia This Morning menu. That table's awfully close to the band. We always warn, don't put the food next to the musicians. That's going to be an interesting mix there. We can't wait to see what's coming up and what Larry's got for us in our second half hour.
And we gave a little teaser about this one. We are going to enjoy some Tuesday tunes courtesy of Dan and the Fam Band. Known for their psychedelic grooves, they are a fan favorite on the Virginia music scene. We'll meet the band coming up and enjoy a few songs. You're listening to a preview.
What she said.
Yeah, what I said right there.
Nice groove there. All right, let's get out to the Weather Center and check in with our own meteorologist rock star, Tom Patton.
The grooviest guy we know.
Good morning, good morning. Good to see you guys. All right. Dan and the fam in the house.
Yeah.
All right, very good. We have, tell you what, you're right about sports, Bill. This is the time of year. You forgot NHL hockey, which I personally don't really watch too much of, but a lot of hockey fans maybe that are.
Sure, and it's up and running now.
Yeah, up and running. Basketball, football. All right. Let's talk about weather. It's been beautiful, right? Did you get here okay? Everything's fine. And we've got a beautiful blue sky out here this morning. The birds are singing like it's spring out here. It's kind of cool. Deep blue skies. Temperatures currently in the 50s, mid-50s right now at the airport. Lots of sunshine, looking beautiful. And it's going to be another very mild day around here today. Other numbers, 40s, 50s all around the Commonwealth. We did have a few 30s again this morning, but not here in town. I think our low was about 46. We'll look for a high today in the 80 range. Again, I think yesterday we hit 81. We expect a similar number today, around 80 degrees overnight tonight. Sort of similar, upper 40s to around 50 degrees tonight. High pressure still dominating for us. Man, this high has been on the map for days, probably since last week. It started out in Canada, brought some cold air down last Wednesday, I think. We had a high of only 61. And we're starting to see that warmer side of things now from high pressure. Once it starts to get closer and move away, we begin to warm up. So we're enjoying some nice warm days. There is another cold front, though. That'll be coming down here probably later tomorrow and Thursday, and that'll bring our next shot of some cooler air here for us. But it's going to come through dry. I'm not expecting rain, maybe a temporary cloud producer or a few scattered clouds from it. But we stay dry into Thursday, Friday. Another cold front comes through Saturday into Sunday morning, and that'll bring another shot of cooler air in. That, too, looks to just be a cloud producer at this time. And outside of that, we're looking pretty nice, though. Monday will be dry also. So the dry stretch continues. We'll just have some ups and downs in the temperature department with a couple of cold fronts. 80 today, about 80 tomorrow. 60s Thursday and Friday, a quick bump up Saturday, another cold front for Sunday, Monday. So we'll start next week chilly, but signs are that we will warm up again after next Tuesday for a few days next week. Could see those 70s once again. And generally, we're looking at 40s to around 50 for your overnight low temperature. So enjoy it. Gorgeous day today. Lots of sunshine. Virginia this morning will continue right after this.
Thank you for tuning in to watch Virginia This Morning live on CBS 6. We hope that your day is off to a smooth start as we kick off our October 22nd show. I'm Amy Lacey, so happy to be here with Bill Bevins for this one-of-a-kind talk and entertainment show. We are bringing on the sunshine today.
And we're going to have a lot of fun today. We know you have a variety of programming and choices that you can make, and we are delighted that you tune in each weekday morning from 9 to 10 a.m. just to check us out. So let's get started and check it out. Just in case you're just tuning in, welcome. Now's the time. We are going to recap some of the highlights of some of the stuff you're going to see on our show today.
We love food here. So food truck owner and chef Larry Carey is here in the Virginia This Morning kitchen. His savory bourbon glazed chicken is on our menu. He'll walk us through the steps on creating this tasty creation.
And we enjoyed 2 musical selections today from the Virginia Beach band Dan and the Fam, and that's still to come on our live show.
We do have to take a commercial break, but first, here's Bill's latest segment with a representative from the Good Feet store.
This segment is sponsored by the Good Feet store.
The holidays are right around the corner, and lots of times that means you can be on your feet a little longer than normal. You always want to have a comfortable support because there's nothing like having foot pain. Our friends at the Good Feet store have a great solution for some help. Senior Communications Manager of the store, Grace Voden-Sneed, is here with Good Feet customer Santa James. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, so you know, the holiday season, we go into it, we're busy, trying to get everything done. You're running around, like we said, on your feet a lot more. Supposed to be happy times, supposed to be a lot of joy. But if it hurts just to move around, that's going to kind of be a problem, isn't it?
Yeah, foot pain really does steal the joy out of the things that you love to do. And if you're struggling from not only foot pain, but ankle, knee, lower back pain, you really need to start paying attention to your feet, because once you do, you take care of those 4 arches of your feet. That means like really take care of the connect chain. So we want you to be able to enjoy the Christmas holiday, the New Year's comfortably.
Yeah. All right, so what are the steps? See what I did there? Steps to making sure all of that happens.
Well, the first step is coming into the Good Feet store and just giving the arch supports a try, because we do free fittings and test walks. And so you go to goodfeet.com to book your appointment, but you can really benefit and really feel the benefits of the arch supports. We actually had a very special guest come into our store to get his Good Feet arch supports. Here's what he had to say.
It is the best investment I have ever bought for myself, because getting in and out of a sleigh is, it's difficult. But once I put on those arch supports here at the Good Feet store, my life changed. I would not go back for nothing. I do. I stop by about every spring after my 3-month vacation with Mrs. Claus, and I check in with the Good Feet people here, and they say, well, let's check out the arch support. I'm a heavy fella eating all them cookies, and so they check it, and then they get my new ones, and then we settle up, and there I go, off on Chet down the road.
You mentioned before we saw Santa James there, you can benefit. Who can benefit? I mean, is this everybody from children to seniors, or in between, what?
Yeah. Anybody who has 2 feet, come into the Good Feet store. If you're suffering from any type of lower body pain, that could be foot, ankle, knee, hip, lower back, please come into the Good Feet store, because you could be somebody who is like Santa James, who's the busiest season is right now, or somebody who's just enjoying their retirement years, or somebody who just wants to go to the gym or just excel on that soccer field. Wherever you are in your lifestyle, come on into the Good Feet store and just give us a try.
You know, I've actually been to the store and went through the whole experience just so I could know exactly what was going on. And I will tell folks, give yourself some time and explain the process, because it does take time, because our friends at the Good Feet store have to figure out A, what the problem is, B, how to fix it. So run us through that.
Yeah, so we really want to get to know who you are. So give yourself about 30 to 45 minutes when you come into the store, because you really get to know more about your feet, because it's a very educational process that you'll go through. You get to try on the arch supports. We have a 3-step system of arch supports, so 3 different styles to fit into your lifestyle. So we get to share a little bit about that. You get to walk in each one to feel the benefits for yourself. And if you love them so much, you actually get to leave same day with them.
Wow.
So this is a great way to learn more about your feet and see how Good Feet arch supports can get you to that pain-free life.
And they fit in any shoe from Santa's boot down to a pair of slippers, basically.
Exactly.
Okay, so obviously this is a big difference. It's going to make a big difference in a lot of people's life and make them feel better for the holidays and all year long. Where are the stores located?
Yeah, we have 2 convenient locations. We're in Richmond and we're in Midlothian, and we're in Short Pump in Midlothian. So if you know somebody this holiday season who is suffering from lower body pain, this is also a great gift to give them as well, so they can enjoy it for a lifetime.
Thank you, Grace. You're going to make a lot of difference in a lot of people's lives, and we appreciate you giving us the information today.
Well, thank you.
All right, folks, if you want some more information, the Good Feet store has 2 locations. We just talked about it. One in Short Pump, the other in Midlothian. For more information, please give their team a call. 804-494-8805 or visit them online at goodfeet.com. They are also on social media as well. Please stick with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to our live Tuesday edition of Virginia This Morning. We have a unique opportunity on our show to feature and showcase all kinds of music on our talk and entertainment show.
Dan and the Fam hail from Richmond, Virginia, and have gained a following as a result of their improvisational live catchy music and performances. They're excited to independently release their debut album in the next year. We'll enjoy 2 songs from this talented band in just a few minutes, but first we welcome them to Virginia This Morning and talk with guitarist and vocalist Danny Jams DeMare. Hey, how are you doing?
Doing good. A little tired. Early call time this morning.
Yeah.
But we're doing okay.
What you guys don't jam at 8 o'clock in the morning?
Not
normally?
Typically. We try to, keep our neighbors at
Finish
bay
up at
there.
8 o'clock.
Yeah. But
I've had the pleasure of seeing you as a solo act quite a few times, and you said you have to see the Fam. You say today is your 3rd anniversary with this.
It is our 3rd anniversary.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, we had our first show back at Mainline Brewery, October 22nd, 3 years back. And
That's
so
wonderful.
now we're here today, and this has been great. Very exciting.
So this band, you said, has been together. You've added the bass player,
Guitar player.
Jordan
Jordan
you're the bass
Cooper.
player, yeah. About a year and a half ago. To put a group together, keep them together, keep some gigs going where everybody can have some fun is a challenge. You said you were all best friends.
Yep.
Creative types who are in this kind of work, it can be a challenge as well. But obviously you have a lot of fun. It's called the Jam Band for a reason.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
You guys really kind of like to take something and run with it.
Yeah, it keeps it fun for us on stage. We like to keep each other on our toes sometimes and do new things, take some risks, but yeah, we don't like to get bored. We like to have fun and be in that moment, and then most of the time the crowd is doing the same with us.
Yeah. First time I've seen the band, Amy's actually seen you guys on stage before.
Yeah, you're great, and you just released a single last month.
Yes.
And then you have an album coming out next year.
That's correct, yeah.
So a lot of busy, exciting things happening for you.
Definitely, yeah. It's been a lot of work. We've been all hustling. We're actually going to be shooting a music video after this
Nice,
today.
wow.
Nice.
So yeah, it doesn't stop, but it's cool. We're excited.
So you got a couple of gigs in Virginia Beach. I noticed
Yes.
one of them is Kendall Street Company's Turkey Jam.
Yeah, their 9th year running. It will be at Elevation 27, and we're very excited. It's the night before Thanksgiving.
And you're playing the Norva, which is a pretty big
huge.
venue.
Yes,
Yeah.
WNRN is doing their annual Dead Air, where they get like 20 local bands to do a Grateful Dead cover song, and we're one of those bands, so we're very excited. Yeah.
Big stuff for you, and we are so excited to have you here on Virginia This Morning. So without further ado, it is time for Dan and the Fam. Take it away, guys.
Sounds good. Good morning, Virginia This Morning. We are Dan and the Fam, and this song is called Oh So.
eyes and see that we don't need our words to speak. Spin the wheel and hope it lands on 9. Tell me what you cannot define. Oh, it can be so hard to see. I'd rather float than sink or swim. Sometimes there's no choice but to dive in. The pressure builds within and breaks the mold. Sweet relief, no more grief in the seeds I've sown. Oh, it can be so hard to see. Oh, it can be so hard to see. It can be so, oh, so hard to see.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, you brought the jams
Thank you.
to Virginia this morning today. Thank you so much for being here. That is Dan and the fam, and they aren't packing up just yet. You can make plans to see them live in concert on November 27th. They'll be providing the musical entertainment for Kendall Street Company's 9th annual Turkey Jam at Elevation 27 in Virginia Beach, and they are one of the featured bands hitting the stage on January 25th at the Norva in Norfolk, Virginia. Mr. V will enjoy one more song from them later today, but right now I'll send it your way.
Thank you very much. Thanks, guys. Great start to the morning. All right, here's a programming note to tell you all about. If you're looking for a segment from our show, all you have to do is visit our show website, virginiathismorning.com. It's up and running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our website isn't the only place you can watch Virginia This Morning. We can be viewed on the apps Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Android TV channels as well. You can watch it there. If you need the app, just visit the App Store on your device and search WTVR Richmond. Best part, it's absolutely free. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Thanks for watching Virginia This Morning on CBS 6. Gen Z has become the latest demographic, redefining many areas in life. We connected recently with a social media influencer who's plugged into current trends. Here's what he had to say. Our next guest is a social media influencer known for highlighting the Gen Z experience in the corporate workspace. With his over 1.3 million followers across social media, we've all come to know and love him as the corporate baddie. We're elated to welcome DeAndre Brown to Virginia This Morning. Thanks for joining us.
Greetings. Thanks for having me.
For those folks who are watching who maybe aren't familiar with you, what is your content about and how did you come up with the idea?
Yeah, so my content is centered around Generation Z in the workforce. That's how I started, at least. However, I think my content has, it's turned into way much more than just that. But the reason I got started with creating this content is because I was working in corporate America at the time, and I was an analyst. If anyone knows about corporate analysts, is like starting positions within corporate spaces, which a lot of Gen Zs are fulfilling these days because we're trying to move up that corporate ladder. And I realized a quick difference between the way we worked versus the way those that have been in corporate worked and from other generations, millennials, Gen X worked. And I quickly went to social media to document my experience and create like funny yet educational videos at the same time around Gen Z in the workforce.
What are some of the key differences and similarities of the generations in the workplace?
Yeah, so I think a huge difference between Gen Z and other generations is that Generation Z is really a generation that's self-leading, if that makes sense. We put ourselves first. We prioritize ourselves. And I think that's a key difference. However, it's something that's so important, especially when you're in a place of work, because you don't want to experience things such as burnout. And when you overwork and you're trying to overcompensate for other people to fulfill a task, you can forget to prioritize yourself. I think a similarity that we do have is that all generations still want to work hard. There's still a common goal to work hard, even though people would argue that Gen Z is lazy, Gen Z doesn't want to do anything. I argue the exact opposite. I think that Generation Z does want to work hard, and we do want to accomplish the goals that we have set for ourselves. However, we just want to do that in a different way. And I think that's where the confusion about, oh, they're lazy comes into play.
I'm speaking to you as someone who's Gen X, so I've been around the block quite a few times. But tell me how I can adopt some of those Gen Z behaviors and implement them into the work that I do.
Yeah, I think the most important thing, like I said, is remembering that you come first and that you are the prize in whatever position or wherever you work at. When we remember that we come first and that we're needed where we work, it causes us to, in my opinion, switch our mindset, because we now know that we're needed here. I feel like sometimes when we work into corporate spaces and we walk into just any workspace or any space in general, we sometimes feel the need to overcompensate. So to show that we belong. I think it's what we call also imposter syndrome, where you don't feel like you're supposed to be there. So sometimes you can do above and beyond to show that, hey, I'm here, right? And I think it's just important that we remember that we're the prize, right? It's okay to breathe. It's okay to take some time off. It's okay to put ourselves first. This is a job, yes, and your job is important. And if it's what you love to do, that's great, right? But you also are important, and you also do matter a lot. So don't forget to neglect yourself within that process.
Do you have any upcoming projects that we can keep our eyes open for?
Yes, I have been working on something very exciting. Like I said, I think what my content started as Gen Z in the workforce, and over time, I've been doing this for 3 years now. My content has started to evolve into something new, where it's like we're still hitting that professionalism, but also showing a real person as well, which I think is also important. We are in the place of work that we show we're multifaceted, right? So with that, I've been working on a podcast with Spotify called If We're Being Honest, and it's with two of my friends, and we're all hosting this show, and it's really just a deep dive into our personal lives. So taking a step away from just Gen Z in the workforce and discussing more about myself and my life as well.
Well, DeAndre, it has been a pleasure to speak with you, and thank you for opening our eyes, some of the older generations, as far as what Gen Z has to offer.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
And remember, you can connect with DeAndre on social media at I'm Dre Brown. That was such a great conversation, and if I had any takeaways from it, it was that, you know, you are the prize. And I think that that is so important, in that if you don't take care of yourself, how can you take care of anybody else or, you know, do a good job?
It's something that may have been lost in past generations. You wanted to fit in and you wanted to be part of it, but it's kind of like it was all in. And it's like
That's right.
You left yourself behind a little bit. And obviously, you know, I don't know that things have changed obviously that much, but everybody wants to be an individual, and now you're allowed to actually say it out loud.
Yes, you are.
And live it a little bit.
And I think it's great. We can all learn from each generation.
Sure.
So, right? You know, like we have been the parents of Gen Z. So now we can learn a little bit about that. The teacher becomes the student, and
don't
vice
fall
versa.
into those stereotypes that everybody always does.
Yeah, exactly. It was a great conversation.
All right, before we head to a quick break, here's something to put on your calendar. Even though it doesn't feel like it right now, cooler temperatures are definitely on the way, and you have a chance to help keep those in need of a coat nice and warm this winter.
Yeah, we are proud community partners with Puritan Cleaners and the Richmond Flying Squirrels. You can come join us at the Diamond November 9th for the ballpark warming party celebrating coats for kids. There will be live music, free hot dogs, bounce houses, and so much more for the family. We'll be collecting your donations of gently used coats that will be cleaned, repaired if necessary, and distributed this season to children and families who need them the most.
Once again, the ballpark warming party is Saturday, November 9th from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. in the parking lot right there at the Diamond.
And stay with us. We have more Virginia This Morning after the break. Welcome back. Dan and the fam are today's musical guests. Just in case you missed their first song, you'll be able to watch it later today when we post it on our show website. That's virginiathismorning.com. Now, here they are performing another song. Hit it, guys.
This one's called Swamp Daddy. There lives a legend, or some say a rebel, of a man turned beast, stirring up some trouble. No need to mention his appearance disheveled, plays cards with the saints, and has tailed to the devil. Oh, I know! He's just trying to survive. He's a of everything and owner of nothing, roams with the gators, Swamp Daddy. Swamp Daddy do what Swamp Daddy does. Runs in his boots, boots full of mud. Swamp Daddy do, Swamp Daddy does. Runs in his boots, boots full of mud. Oh, I know. He's just trying to survive. He's the king of everything and owner of nothing, roams with the gators.
And the fam, you can make plans to see them live in concert on November 27th. They'll be providing the musical entertainment for Kendall Street Company's 9th annual Turkey Jam at Elevation 27 in Virginia Beach. They are also one of the featured bands hitting the stage on January 25th at the Norva in Norfolk, Virginia. We loved having you here today on Virginia This Morning. Mr. B, what's cooking over in the kitchen?
Well, first of all, Turkey Jam is a musical event. It's not food, so that wouldn't be good. But that was some great music, and thanks, guys. Good food and good music go hand in hand. Our friend Chef Larry Carey is in the Virginia This Morning kitchen. He's getting ready to make his signature bourbon chicken. We're going to pass along the recipe when we return after a quick commercial break. All right, folks, it's time for an early lunch, courtesy of our next guest. He's become a great friend of Virginia this morning over the years. Happy to have him back in our kitchen.
If you are looking for a tasty and easy to make chicken recipe, this is one that you might want to add to your recipe collection. Chef Larry Carey is featuring his bourbon chicken. Let's get started on this. It looks fantastic.
Thank you, thank you. First off, I got some chicken breasts that are thinly sliced. Right now, I'm gonna season them with heavy salt and pepper.
And you say heavy salt.
Yeah.
Yeah? Define heavy.
It's going in there.
Yeah.
There's a lot
It's your
going in.
preference, yeah.
And they're using sea salt.
Himalayan pink salt,
and sea salt.
cracked pepper. Yeah, this is one of my favorite recipes. It's quick and simple. Like if I got home, I ain't got that much time to cook. This is one of my go-tos right here.
You got a hot pan going?
Yeah, I got a hot pan. I'm gonna mix this chicken up with the salt and pepper. Get that going. Make sure the pan's on medium-high heat because you want that nice.
You want that waiting for
Yeah.
you.
You can tell that pan's
It's hot over there, oil there.
What kind of oil is that?
That's olive oil.
That's olive oil.
Yeah.
It's going to be quick.
And
That's
there's
what
the
you want to
sizzle.
hit. Yep.
You know, one of the things I love about Virginia this morning is we get to meet people like Larry Carey, like the band we just heard, and make friends.
Yeah.
And let you do your thing. And it's always informative. It's always something that we can use in life.
Yeah.
And even though most of us aren't chefs, we learn something every time you're on.
No, thanks.
Yeah.
This is a great recipe,
And it
though.
tastes pretty
Yeah.
darn good, too.
Yeah.
It seems like you could do a lot with it. You could mix up the the carbs with it that you
Yeah.
the starch that you
Yeah.
serve with it. You can have it lunch, dinner.
Yeah, you
And
can
it
even
seems
add
like
the different vegetables like carrots or broccoli, whatever you want to do. Yeah, it's a very versatile recipe. So right now I got the chicken searing.
So you're just going to sear both sides? Or
Yeah, both sides.
Okay.
Normally, since I'm on TV, but normally I'll cook it all the way through and transfer it to another pan and then make my sauce.
Okay.
But right now I got to do it kind of quick.
So when I said when you put the olive oil, because you taught me over the years that olive oil is kind of a quick,
Yeah.
and it burns off fairly
Yeah,
quick.
it burns off,
So
yeah.
Since this is meant to be done quick, it's perfect.
Perfect, yep.
As
Get
we're
that
waiting,
chicken flip over.
as we're waiting for it to cook all the way, tell us a little bit about your business and where people can check you out.
Oh, I work at Fuzzy's Family Kitchen. That's a restaurant on Williamsburg Road right now. Yeah, you can come by, check me out, 2709. I'm there. We closed on Tuesdays, open every day from 11 to 11. If you come by tomorrow, I had this on special for you. That way you ain't got to make it at
There
home.
you go. You
Get a
can
little
taste
practice
it.
today and have it on special
Yep,
tomorrow.
there we go. And right now, I'm going to add in some minced garlic.
That's a lot of garlic.
I'm not going to add all of it.
Well, you know, won't
Most
hurt
of
my
it.
feelings.
Yeah, and it's good for you.
I love it.
Yeah. And get that garlic smelling up in here. Then we're gonna add some fresh ginger.
Now, is that ginger paste or is that?
Yeah, it's ginger paste. Or you
Okay.
can grind it down however you want to do it.
Okay.
I just use the paste because it's quicker.
Oh, it is always so delicious.
So I mentioned that Larry and I have become friends. I think Larry knows my taste.
Yeah.
So we got some of my favorite
garlic in
ingredients.
there?
Chicken, garlic, and ginger.
And this is the start of the show with bourbon right here.
And,
I'm
And then bourbon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna add some chicken stock into it.
Oh, and you're adding it to the bourbon.
Yeah, the only reason I'm doing this so I can mix my cornstarch in there and
Gotcha.
make my slurry.
Okay.
I'm gonna add that in there.
Very nice. You are making Mr. B happy today.
And the folks that would not normally drink bourbon, it's not a problem. The alcohol's just there for the taste. and it
Yeah,
burns
the alcohol. Yeah,
off.
it burns the alcohol. You're right. Yep.
Yep.
And it wouldn't be bourbon chicken without
Without bourbon. Some recipes don't actually use bourbon. I think it's just a name they give it.
But you're the real deal
Yeah.
today. And then that's the cornstarch?
Yes.
About how much
bit of that.
cornstarch?
About a tablespoon. You don't want too much.
That's a big tablespoon.
Not the whole spoon, Bill.
Just enough. He knows how much to go in there. So this is making like almost like a roux almost?
Yeah, slurry. They call it a slurry. Yeah, roux slurry, however you want to call it. Mix that on up. That's going to be your sauce.
And it just gets that kind of that
Cloud-
muted,
yeah.
kind of cloudy color.
Yeah, that's what you want. You know, make sure you break up all the clumps in it and everything.
Looks like somebody's coffee, I know. There we go. Yeah.
Go ahead and add a little soy sauce. You can use regular soy sauce. I prefer low sodium. I like the flavor of it better.
And then the actual salt part.
Yeah. Some of it gets a little too strong for me.
Yes, it is. It can be sometimes.
And then we're gonna go in with your slurry.
Oh, now we're talking. That looks
Yep.
beautiful.
Cool it right down.
Cool it right there, yeah, but it'll heat right
For a
back.
minute?
Yeah, a minute or two.
And then what does that do? Then you're putting the brown sugar,
Brown
and that's
sugar.
light brown sugar?
Yeah, light brown sugar. Usually light or dark, but I like to use light because the flavor is not too strong and not too sweet.
And then we just let that cook, and it
Yeah.
reduces, and that
It
makes
reduces,
the sauce
yeah, and get nice and thick.
delicious.
You said this is something you get home and like you don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, if I want to
Just throw
come home,
together.
yeah, if I got chicken breast in the refrigerator and the ingredients in my cabinet, this is my go-to right here. And I love rice.
Well, and the sauce too, it seems like that you would be able to use that in other ways.
Yeah,
too,
it's
that,
versatile, yeah.
You know, you could maybe make a
Make it
bourbon
a head,
beef
yeah, bourbon beef,
or
bourbon
pork.
shrimp, pork,
Sure.
yeah.
You could do a little bit of everything with it. So it's a great, great sauce.
You can even use it on salmon too. That's real good.
Oh,
Bourbon
that would
glazed
be
salmon,
delicious.
Yeah. Over mashed potatoes.
Okay, I'm coming over.
Yeah.
You can do that for us.
I thought, Amy, you were taking notes. You were going to have it at your place.
I mean, maybe I'll have you over for dinner, Mr.
Okay.
B, and this will be on the menu.
I'm gonna add a little more salt and pepper.
Good
And
boy.
I see that heat has come.
Yeah, it came right back.
It is right back, and it is
That's
with
what
a
we want.
vengeance, and that will reduce pretty quickly.
Pretty quick, yeah. You wanna let it cook, get the chicken cooked all the way through. There we go. Yeah, you can smell the flavors.
Yeah, it's starting to fill up the studio now. Smelling
Yeah.
pretty darn good, Larry. Tell us about Fuzzies. And you've been open for a short time.
Yeah, we opened on July 24th. Yeah, and we're still working on some things. You know how restaurant business goes.
It takes a while. to
Yeah,
get
it
up
does take a
the
while.
stride. But you know, it's interesting because I know that you've done a food truck. You've done
Just
catering,
private
you've
chef,
done-
everything. Yeah,
everything.
I love cooking. Yeah, I'm trying to use.
So do you have I mean, obviously you opened a restaurant, so that you wanted to do that, and now that you've got that, is it what you were expecting?
Yeah, that's what I was expecting, plus a little bit more. Yeah.
6 days a week.
Sometimes I
What'd you say,
question.
11 to 11.
11 to 11, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Sometimes
a
I
lot.
question myself,
That's
but
a lot. What
the,
about
the reward will pay off at the end.
It's a labor of love,
Yeah, it
though. You
is.
gotta love what you do.
How
Yeah, I
many
do.
employees do you have now, Larry?
I have like 4 or 5 right now. Yeah, yeah, we
That's
building
great,
it.
too.
Yeah, that's great. You got to
starting
good
a
stuff.
family, basically,
Yeah,
and a team. Yeah.
yeah, that's really good.
Now I noticed that you're stirring it pretty much the whole time.
Yeah, you don't want to keep it moving around. You don't want the the sugar caramelize.
Yep.
And stick to the bottom.
You want that to be a good sauce.
Yeah,
Thickening,
yeah. You can see, yeah, it's all coming together.
Delicious.
All right, Larry's going to cook this down for a little while, and we invite you out to Williamsburg Road to Fuzzies, as you heard.
Fuzzy's Family
He's pretty
Kitchen,
much there all the
27.
time.
Yeah, I am there all the time. That's pretty much.
Stick around, folks. If you want more information about this food truck or the services they provide, we'll post it later today on virginiathismorning.com. And stick around. We're going to do a little tasting. We'll be right back.
Love the recipes you see on the show? Visit virginiathismorning.com. Click on the Recipes tab and find your favorites to try out on your own.
Hey, thanks for hanging with us today on this Tuesday. We are here in the kitchen with Chef Larry Carey. His bourbon chicken is this morning's featured dish, and we have been patiently watching this sauce
Come
reduce,
together.
but it's almost time to plate.
Yeah, plate. Yes.
So this is, tell us about the rice before you put that on top.
It's just regular white rice, long grain white rice, but my favorite is the balsamic rice. I love that for some reason. I keep that in the cabinet. We're gonna place this over here. Try to get your chicken on there first.
A little sauce in there.
Yeah. Yeah, nice.
So this pan that you made for us, you've got 2 dishes out here. This is obviously 1 serving you made in this pan.
Yeah. This one's, well, it could be 2, but.
Could have been 2. You could have
yeah.
stretched it, yeah.
I bet
a
this would
nice,
be great as leftovers if you just let that sauce
sit,
sit
yeah,
there for
marinate
a
with the
while.
chicken, yeah.
If you have any leftovers,
Yeah.
that is.
I don't think that's going to be an issue.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
And then we're gonna just top it off with some green onions.
Makes it pretty and tasty.
Yeah, I love green onions. I could eat that whole stack. And there you go.
There you go. Go ahead,
what's
Mr.
up.
B. Oh, I have a fork too. Here we go.
I was hoping you wouldn't notice that.
Oh, no, there's enough for both of us to share. And I'm going to get a little bit of this rice because I'm really interested in this sauce. Mm-hmm.
That taste.
I taste the ginger right away. It's so good. So good. Mm.
I said I love garlic, and you put a lot in. I don't even taste it.
Because the ginger, yeah,
It's
it
the
balances.
ginger.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Oh, man, that's good, Larry. You should do this. You should do this all the time.
Yeah, they can check me out. I have it at the restaurant on Special tomorrow, 2709 Williamsburg Road, Fuzzy's Lounge.
You can tell everybody that you saw it here first. On Virginia This Morning.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chef Larry.
Thank y'all so much for having me.
To be in the kitchen with you. And we want to say thank you to all of our guests today. Also Dan and the fam, DeAndre Brown, and the Good Feet Store, and all of you for watching us this morning.
Our live show returns tomorrow morning, 8:56 a.m. Hope you join us then. You know what? There's all kinds of art. We had this done for just beautiful piece of art. Now we got some live music. Take us home.